No, do not quit your 9 to 5. Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Nisi and I'm a former entrepreneur. I wanted to make a video about this because I'm seeing so many people getting on YouTube talking about you need to get off your ass, quit your 9 to 5, do this, do that. No, do not quit your 9 to 5 if that 9 to 5 is keeping you afloat. I know we see a lot of success stories right now, to include DoDash, and I love her success story and her journey. She has been growing exponentially over the last few months. Her journey isn't a new one. It's just everybody is seeing the fruits of her labor after years of hard work, and that's good for her. But a lot of people are now trying to quit their jobs, trying to go full-time on YouTube. And it's like, go full-time on YouTube if you can afford it. But if you're just cold turkey quitting your job and just taking the leap, you're setting yourself up for some hard times. Make some time for YouTube and content creation on the side, like on the weekend. If you're off on the weekend, don't just go full throttle if you're not even seeing that you have enough subscribers. Let's say you've been at this for 12 months and you've only gained 10 subscribers. That means that you need to focus on your niche. It means you need to focus on the quality of your content. What is it about your channel that is not resonating with the audience? A lot of people think, oh, the algorithm is, messed up. The algorithm equals audience. If you're not appealing to the algorithm, is because you're not appealing to the people. I just really wanted to get on here and talk about this topic because I'm very passionate about entrepreneurship. I am taking a break from it because I'm burnt out. It's been a hard journey and I was trying to make something work that just wasn't working for me anymore. Pursue entrepreneurship if you have the financial backing, if you have the community support, such as family, friends. You need to maybe take a couple of courses. I don't know what kind of course you need to take because only you can decide that, because this is your journey. Just do your due diligence, do your research. Just know if somebody is making something to sound too good to be true, usually it is. It usually is. They're not telling you everything. Sometimes people gatekeep. And I get it. People want to have something for themselves, and people want you to pay for the information that's going to take you to the top. But even then, sometimes that information is not tailored to you. So then they offer coaching, and then the coaching is like subpar, and it's like, okay, like you're not telling me anything I don't already know. Just be careful out here. That's all I'm saying. I'm not bashing anybody's hopes and dreams. I'm not trying to put you down. But at the end of the day, I'm a realist and I want other people to be realistic. Be realistic. When deciding whether to leave your job for entrepreneurship, it's all about what risks you're willing to take. If you're in a position where you can't afford to lose your income or your benefits, keep your job. Use it as a stepping stone to build your business. When the time is right, you can take the leap. But remember, entrepreneurship is a gamble, and sometimes it's worth waiting until you have a solid plan in place before you take that leap. Ideally, you want to make a backup plan, but let's be honest. Sometimes there is no fail-safe plan. You have to take a gamble. You have to trust that whatever you invest your time in and money into will eventually pay off, and that you'll land on your feet. But be realistic. If you don't have a financial cushion or support system, entrepreneurship becomes a much harder journey. A lot of times, people won't tell you this, but they have financial backing that lets them take risks. Whether it's a sugar daddy, a partner with money, or supportive parents, some entrepreneurs have the flexibility to fail without major consequences. If you don't have anyone to fall back on, if you lose your job, your apartment, your car, your home, you need to seriously consider whether you're ready to take on that kind of risk. If you know that you don't have anyone to support you during the tough times, then keeping your job while you are figuring things out is probably your best move. Use that job to fund your dreams until you're financially stable enough to go full-time into your business. When weighing the pros and cons of traditional employment versus entrepreneurship, the first thing I suggest is to figure out your day-to-day needs. Think about everything that costs you money monthly. Your commute to work, trips to the grocery store, doctor's visits, medication, treatments, everything you need to live. It's probably best to hold on to your job until you're ready to make a change. That is something people don't talk about enough. The need for a part-time job or a side hustle while you're building your business. You can't just jump into entrepreneurship without any income coming in. Entrepreneurship requires serious sacrifices, time, money, energy, and even relationships. If you're not prepared to make those sacrifices, then the dream of running your own business could become a nightmare. If you're willing to work hard and make the sacrifices, you can find success. Just know that it's not easy and it's definitely not secure in the traditional sense. If you don't have a spouse, a partner, or family members who are willing to help with the work, or at least support you emotionally, it's going to be even harder. The reality is, you'll also need to have the ability to outsource some tasks, but you can't outsource from your personal savings if you don't have a job. Eventually, that money is going to run out, and you need income to fund your business growth. Now, when it comes to entrepreneurship, I found that the security is even worse. As an entrepreneur, there's no manual, no clear roadmap for success. You're basically building that manual as you go. Most of the big businesses you see with hundreds of employees have been around for decades. It's taken them years to reach that point. Same with YouTube. Some of the people that comment on how amazing it is to be on YouTube and make 10K a month, they have been around for umpteen years. Believe it or not. They've just worked at it hard enough to where they finally got a video that hit because it might be a video that could correspond with the current times or something that's trending. And sometimes entrepreneurship can be about luck. Right place, right time, right topic, right people, right location. All of that has to align. When you see somebody who's successful, just know that it's taken them years to reach that point. If you're doing it alone without a support system or a team, you've already set yourself up for failure before you even begin. Running a business by yourself is extremely hard. You can lose your job anytime, or your business could fail. There's no magic formula that guarantees success. It's all about what you're willing to risk and how much you're prepared to fight for it. So whether you choose to work for someone else or take the plunge into entrepreneurship, understand that neither path is perfect. It's all about finding what works for you and being ready to adapt along the way. You have to pick your poison and figure out which one is gonna kill you slower than the other. Yeah, I know that sounds morbid, but it's the truth. I'm not here to sugarcoat things with toxic positivity. People love to say, oh, you can do it, you can do it. But if it were that easy, then honestly, everyone would be doing it successfully, right? The truth is, both paths, working a 9-to-5 or being an entrepreneur, come with their own set of risks. It's okay to realize that entrepreneurship may not be best suited for your life and the type of lifestyle you currently have, structured for yourself. My transition from military service to entrepreneurship completely changed my perception of job security. What I learned is there's no real security in either one. There's no security in having a job, and there's no security in being an entrepreneur. Nobody tells you how entrepreneurship is a team effort, and you need a support system behind you. It's almost impossible to accomplish anything in this life without a somewhat strong community or tribe. I had none of the above. Of course, I had people who were rooting for me, but that's nothing compared to having people actively backing you, helping with the legwork, and wanting to be active participants in your journey to success. My intended audience for this video are the people who are entrepreneurs right now and are seeing no progress. You've been at this for years and you're just not seeing any fruits of your labor.